Twilight. But
I love Twilight. How dare you? That is my childhood.
your childhood needed to be better.
No. Were you
Twilight
Team
was
Edward
the
or
worst
Team
thing
Jacob?
ever. And I'm not even mad at the actors. The actors did the best they could with what they were given.
They did
Okay,
amazing.
they did amazing
Ask
with what
anyone
they
my
were
age.
given.
Ask anyone my age. We love Twilight.
The actors were fine. The story was trash. That's what I'm saying.
Just like Mike. Yeah.
What is up, Wrestle Geeks? It is Big Mike here with a special edition of the Countdown City Wrestlecast. With me, as always, my partner in crime, Tommy.
Hello.
And no, the thumbnail is not a joke. It is not a lie. That is actually the person we have with us today. She is from the south side of San Antonio. Hold on, let me read what she told me I have to write or read what she have to say. She is super spicy, and she is la chica más picosa. It is in fact Kalientita.
Hola. Hello.
Hello. No, guys, hell has not frozen over. The apocalypse is not upon us.
Where is my
Isn't it though?
Oh, sorry.
I clapped.
Because you guys should be lucky I even said yes to this.
I'm not saying that we were forced by powers beyond us or people who have more pull, but you know what? I said we are professional. We are a podcast. We will allow you to tell your story and share. Right there, you have fans around here.
I have fans.
Yes,
And you are one of them.
That's right, Mike. There were those other those two guys at that one hybrid show.
I have never admitted that in public, and I don't plan to anytime soon.
You guys are both fans. Yes.
This is water, right?
Yes. Just
water.
like you're
Okay,
a fan,
it's not
right?
vodka, so no, I don't remember ever admitting to being okay. Anyway, what are we talking about?
I think we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start where we start with the majority of our interviews. We'll even throw this down there for. Oh no, that you know what? Come back to that because I forgot to make the little change there.
Come on, do your job right.
Yeah, Callie, were you a wrestling fan when you were a little kid, like 3 years ago? Were you? Okay, all right, I'll stop. We'll stop. Were you into wrestling when you were younger as a little child?
Yes, Mike. I'll have you know, not 3 years ago. 10 years ago, I became a fan when I was 9.
Okay.
I started watching wrestling around, like, I want to say May of 2014. And as soon as I saw Dean Ambrose, bam, I was hooked on wrestling forever.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that.
I wonder how people are gonna tell him that story the older he gets. So,
yeah.
So is that a goal? Like, is that like you're like NXT, WWE, but before that, like tell Dean Ambrose he's the reason? Yeah, okay.
I want to meet him so bad, but it's never worked out. It's never worked out.
I understand. I mean, if AEW comes to town a couple times a year, or at least once a year, and he usually comes through the crowd. So if you could figure out the right position to be in,
I could probably say hi. Or,
okay.
Yeah.
I assume you're gonna like try to jump on his back or something, but
and then get kicked out forever. Yeah, it's probably not the smartest idea.
Well, I mean,
fair
priorities, right?
Sure.
So.
Priorities. No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
I would want to though.
So you did get into wrestling about the time you were 9. Did we know the question? So, but did you start going to local shows? When was that?
Oh, my very first local show. It was actually an RCW show that was free at a library. This was back in like December 2018. I think I was about 14.
Okay.
And I heard of this free event and I went with my two friends, my two best friends.
Yeah.
And it was an experience. It was interesting.
Tommy, add another one to the list.
I think I was at that show too. And I think I was specifically at that show because I brought my book. And believe it or not, Paige Turner took a picture with it. And she actually works at a library and she put my book in her library.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Callie. There is a list of your classmates, if you will, from Hyrbid, who are familiar with Tommy from the same thing as you, going to RCW shows and hearing his same voice. I believe the list includes Casey Blackrose, Devin Carter. Who else did we say was on that list? Key?
Key was on the list. Key vibes on.
At least three others from Hyrbid. So when I told you off screen that telling Tommy to shut up is something that people have been trying to do for near 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Damn it, Tommy, you won't take the hint, will you?
I mean, no. Okay, see, hold on, wait. I have taken several hits. It's why I've only ever had two relationships, my ex and my wife now. So I just don't take hits to shut up at wrestling shows. So, you know.
Yeah, well, two different things, but.
Damn it.
I hear damn it, Tommy, more often than you think I do. Anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
So when you were a kid and you got into wrestling around 9 years old, did you play sports at all when you were a kid? Was there anything you were into?
Oh no.
No.
As a little girl, I was very chubby. I was a little big girl.
Okay.
I loved nothing but, snacking and then after school going to the local Valero and getting the biggest whatever fountain drink, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And just filling it with Dr. Pepper and finishing it in one sitting. That's like my favorite hobby. Never sports. I hated gym. The most I did was stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame you, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it's
yeah, that's fair.
It's a Texas tradition.
It was my favorite every day.
So when did it switch to Big Red?
Oof, that's actually very recent.
Okay.
Big Red turned oh my gosh. Maybe like 2 years ago.
Okay. It was after she first put on the flannel.
Yeah.
There was just something about the flannel.
No, Tommy, way before that. Gosh.
It's the Chola thing. I think he might be right.
No, it was before the Chola thing.
Okay.
I think this was like, I don't know, like 2 years ago. Way before the Chola thing.
Okay.
And then I got into Big Red and oh my gosh, I've never looked back.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Dr. Pepper and Big Red are two Texas drinks, and they are institutions. So we'll give you that. Our respect for you has risen a slight bit.
Just a slight bit. So going from that transition of before you even decided to start training, has anyone been shocked to see like the kid you were to they see you in the ring now? Has that been a massive shock to anyone that you know?
Yeah, for sure. Like my parents, my family, people who've known me for a while, because I don't think anyone believed me when I said I wanted to be a wrestler and I was shoving my face with hot Cheetos and a big Dr. Pepper.
They didn't realize that could have been a gimmick all by itself in San Antonio because
no. I mean, I didn't even think that could be a gimmick.
I could have told you off the bat. Oh, you could make this work. So.
Yeah. No, I was laughed at, but now people are amazed at the person I've become. I'm amazed sometimes myself.
Okay.
Because I could have easily been stuck.
Yeah. So, how long was it from getting into wrestling, going to the local shows? Oh, before that, were you able to go to WWE shows when they would come to town before you started going to local ones?
Yes. So it took me like years of being a wrestling fan to convince my mom to ever even take me to a wrestling event. But my very first ever WWE event was the 2017 Royal Rumble. And I remember just begging and begging for months and months, like, Mom, you've said no a million times, but this is the one show I'm not going to take no. And I didn't take no. And I got the tickets for Christmas. And then I went to the Rumble, and oh my gosh, till this day, it's one of like my favorite moments of my entire life. It changed my life.
That's awesome. And we were all there too.
Yeah, we were there
I
too.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that later, but we were in some of the upper seats,
I was gonna say, where were we sitting? I can't remember anymore.
like in the 200s. We were up a
Yeah,
little bit, like by the
you're right.
boxes.
I was in nosebleeds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll
So,
come back to that nosebleed thing, as you've mentioned a few times, but that's for something else. Um,
Okay.
no, you. So okay, yeah. So would you say that was the event that was like, I want to do this, or was there something else uh, between that where you finally decided, like, I really want to do this? This is something I want to pursue.
I think at the time I had already known this is what I wanted to do. I can't tell you the exact moment
Yeah,
because like I started watching at 9, and since that moment, like I'm trying to think of when the oh, I actually want to do this for living is a thing, because it kind of just happened naturally, and I guess since the very beginning I just wanted to do it, because by the time I was 12 and at the Rumble, I already wanted to be one. That
yeah,
the Rumble just lit up a even bigger spark that was like, okay, now this is like do or die. Like either I do this or I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah,
Yeah, because it was the coolest thing for like a little 12-year-old like me who had been begging and begging for years to even go to a wrestling event.
right.
So like, oh my gosh, it was so cool.
Yeah. Did you get a lot of merch? Were you able to get a merch that night? Did you get a shirt or?
No, and that's what I'm so sad. Till this day, I try to find anybody who has like the "I was there" shirt because I want it so bad. Just, just for little me. Like I just want
Yeah.
it for little me, but I haven't been able to find anyone who has the "I was there" shirt.
those I
That's all
was
I
there
wanted.
shirts. They sell out so freaking fast.
Yeah, they
Every
always
time
do.
I'm at an event, I try to get one, and they are already gone by the time I was like, damn it.
I
Yeah.
believe it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got a cup though. You know the little cup,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
I
I've never drank out of it. I've just kept it as like like a memory thing. It's just in my
that makes
room.
sense. I get that. That makes sense.
That's cool. Uh, so was it the local RCW shows and stuff where you found out about hybrid, or how did you kind of find out about them?
Oh dang. Well, for hybrid, I remember looking up like on Google like wrestling local school San Antonio, but nothing would ever pop up. Like besides reality of wrestling, but that was in Houston.
Right.
I think in Facebook I came across like RCW, and I found out they had a school at some point. I messaged them and they told me, "No, we don't have a school anymore, but there's hybrid." I didn't pay attention to that. I was like, "Well, I don't know what hybrid is." But the more digging I did, I can't remember if it was like maybe through Key's account because I
Mhm.
followed Key on Instagram without knowing she was from San Antonio. Like I guess I just found her. And then I found out she was from San Antonio. And then I went to Google and I was like, okay, what is Hybrid School of Wrestling? And they had a whole page. I think they still do. Um, and then you were able to like sign up or whatever. They would email you, and this was different. I don't think they do it like this anymore, but this was the early stages of hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I found like a little bit of Key, a little bit of just digging constantly because I wanted to find a school. I wanted to find a school.
Right.
And hybrid was the very last school I found. Every other school popped up before them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, how much convincing did it take of your parents or your mom, or whoever, to did you, I mean, did you go like check it out first? Did you how did that kind of come about? And
Well, funny story. So, you know how I said in the website you could like sign up and they would email you. Well, I remember signing up like three different times under three different names. Um, and because the first time I was honest and I told them I was like 15, and they said, no, you have to be 17 with parents' permission. So I signed up again and lied and said I was 16, but they said that still wasn't good enough. And then I lied again and said I was 17, but I wasn't going to go through with that. Like, and then I think I just had to wait the 2 years, or it was like 1 year. I was like 14, 15. Either way, I did ask my mom to take me to the school, The first time I saw Hybrid though was the RCW show Young Guns 4.
Okay.
It was an RCW show inside the Hybrid School of Wrestling.
Yeah, I
So that
remember
was kind of my excuse to go check out the school, but watch a show and meet
Yeah.
Roxy at the same time. It was like heaven. It was perfect.
Yeah.
And then from there, my mom took me like a random training day. We talked to Coach Marvel. We checked out the school. And then I don't think it was till like a month later that I had actually finished saving up. And then I joined. And the only reason my mom allowed me to join was because I saved up the money by myself. And, I didn't bother her with any payments or anything. That was on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like the one condition.
If you don't mind me asking, what job were you doing to save for that?
I worked at a Chinese restaurant. I was a, how do you say it? Like a buzzer?
Bus girl? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You would
Buzz
clean the
girl.
you would like clean the tables and stuff after people would
Yeah.
leave. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It was my first
Wow.
job ever.
Okay.
Okay, like working hard, dedication. You're gonna start making us like actually
Yeah, yeah.
respect and like
One
you.
thing
Yeah.
about me is I am a hard worker.
I'm starting to
And
get
there's a
that.
reason I am the
front.
way I am because I busted my ass for years and I'm nowhere near done.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. All right. Dang it.
Give me my flowers.
All right. I'll
Give me-
come for real. Jeez. Damn.
We'll start with a pedal. We'll work our way up. All right.
Oh, whatever. I'll take it.
Okay, we've also on the show we've had a lot of like you said, your hybrid classmates have had interviews on here, and the one thing they always talk about is the beginning of training when you're going through.
I love how she laughed immediately. We didn't even get to the question fully yet, and she already knows this is good.
But it's that cardio at the beginning. What was the first day like for you and those first couple of months?
I was scared.
Fair.
Because keep in mind, I was a 16-year-old girl, kind of getting thrown into this world of just nothing but grown adults.
Okay.
And I'm chubby
And
and I've
JP
never
Harlow.
done sports in my life. And my mom's kind of leaving me here by myself and I'm scared. And as I'm coming in, I think I talked to Coach Mark and he was kind of letting me in on what was going to happen and I was getting mentally prepared. I will say I did not throw up my first day. Till this day, Coach Mark never got me to throw up because
Wow.
I was just that girl and I don't like throwing up.
All right.
But it was tough. And I remember the set of it's like a 5 of 50 and I started with like 5 of 15 and even that was kicking my ass. It was terrible. And then I left early at 8:30, so I didn't even finish the 3 hours. Um and even that like was so painful. I went to school the next morning and I was dying. I couldn't even sit in my chair. Yeah.
But I
It's
do love
tough.
that you didn't throw up, and Casey was probably looking like, oh come on. It's
Yeah. I'm like, Casey, how did you throw up like 10 times?
Yeah.
he said
That's
it wasn't 10, Mike. I can't remember because he said
I don't
it
know,
was
but
a lot.
he has the record, is what he
Yeah,
told us.
apparently,
He does
apparently he
have
told
the
us he
record.
has
Have
the record.
confirmed.
So, and
Yeah.
I love it. You go to school the next day, everybody's like, "Are you okay?" I'll be fine.
Yeah.
This is new thing I'm trying. Do you like
It's called
it?
working out.
Maybe. Kind of a little bit. It sucks.
It did suck so
Yeah.
bad. It
So
was
just
tough.
a quick question from the teacher and me. Were you an honor student? Were you like C's get degrees? Where were your grades at that time?
Um, I was a B, a little bit of a C.
Okay.
It was just not. I think once I joined training, but I was still at school. I was checked out. I was like, there is no
Okay.
point of me being here. I don't want to be here, so I didn't try it. Also, this was my junior year in high school, so this was COVID era. So I wasn't even at
that's
school
right. So yeah,
for the
true,
first
yeah,
half
yeah.
of it.
yeah.
I didn't start going to school till the last 4 months, maybe.
It depends on where you were, but yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, that's fair.
That is yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
We
think,
all.
I think so many people checked out during the COVID era. It's just like if you managed to graduate at that point, you were trying. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying, but.
But hey, like I said, C's get. Oh, I shouldn't say that as a teacher, but
Look, look, a guy with a doctor who has a C average is still a doctor. I don't care. So,
Fair, but if you knew that, would you want to go to that doctor? Anyways,
did he pass? Then
Tommy
yes,
would.
I don't care.
Tommy would.
I would.
Tommy would.
Yeah, I look. Hey, whatever. If I go back and get my doctor with a C, y'all still call me doctor on this show. I don't give a damn. So,
Oh my god.
So it's kicking your butt, but you're not giving up. Do you remember ever during that time where you felt like, what? I mean, was it from day one, or did it take a while to where you felt like, all right, I can do this. I know I'm meant to be here. Was it like early on, or did it kind of take you a while to get to that feeling?
It took me a while to get to that feeling because I struggled so bad for the first beginning of training because you have to be able to do the 5 of 50 to get off the turf and into the first ring.
Right.
That took me 3 months to
Okay.
be able to get my cardio up, my endurance up, to be able to match up with every single person in that building. That took me 3 months. That takes everybody maybe a month.
Okay.
So, it did make me question a lot, but
Yeah.
it was just in the diet. It was in the workouts that I've never done. So
Yeah.
I was learning on the spot.
I mean, I think though, honestly, in all seriousness, for some people it's fast. Some people it just takes longer, but you get there when you get there, as long as you don't give up. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
really do think one guy who's inspirational for a lot of pro wrestlers is always will be Diamond Dallas Page. I mean, he did it so like kind of late in life, and still, it's hard to name wrestlers better than him because it's a small list of guys who were ever better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so 3 months compared to like a month. I mean, that's still a good amount of time if you ask me. So yeah, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing he's ever said to you.
That is the nicest thing I've ever said to her. Yeah.
And you guys will continue to say nice things to me.
For this interview. You can't be that offended after all the stuff you said to me back.
But like everything I say is true. So it's not offensive.
Kids these days, am I right?
Mike, ask the next question because I need a minute to gather myself. I am just
Okay. So you did, you got yourself out off the turf as you went to that ring. Do you remember the first day of bumps?
Dang, the first day of bumps. I'm gonna go way back in time. Fun fact, the person who taught me my first ever bump was Tessa Blanchard because I had gone to one of her seminars.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And up at that point, I was only rolling.
Yeah.
So when I went to her seminar, she's like, I'll show you how to bump. And she probably doesn't remember this at all.
Yeah.
Which is fine. This was back in 2021. It was like February of 2021.
Okay.
And she allowed me to take my first few bumps because I think at this point I was also trying to prove in the beginner's ring that I could do a little bit more than rolling.
Yeah.
But maybe they were scared or something because I was 16. I was so young.
Right.
And thankfully Brandon was at that seminar, so he saw me bump. And then the week after, when it was actual training time, that's when he started allowing me to bump. But from what I remember, I mean, yeah, they suck. There's no way around it. It freaking
Sure,
hurts.
yeah.
Your body's
Yeah.
not meant to like. And another thing, it's also so hard to just throw your body back because the body
Yeah.
doesn't want to go back.
Right.
Or like to tuck your head because I hit myself in the head so many times.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. But after a little bit, you get used to it. Honestly, like even a month in of bumping, and your body's like somewhat used to it. But it
Yeah.
was painful at first.
Right. Okay. So I think the first time, well, I don't know. Tommy may be different because Tommy was going to shows a lot longer. Like I had stopped for a while, then kind of came back in the last couple of years myself. But like the first time I remember seeing you, I think was reffing at like Mission Pro and stuff back in 2023. I think it was or 2022. But how did the reffing thing come about? Is that something that everyone has to go through, or some people do or don't? Because I feel like you were refereeing for a bit at the different shows.
No, reffing is not something everyone has to do. obviously there's so many roles in wrestling you can do while you're training, while you're
Yeah.
waiting. Um, when was the first time Okay, the very first time I refed was in RCW.
Okay.
It was the Brutus Beefcake.
Oh wow.
That
Okay. I
Oh,
wasn't
that
there, but I
show.
heard about that.
Wow, that was like the one show that year I think I missed. So I remember.
Whoa,
Yeah.
my referee debut.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's probably why I missed it.
Wow.
I didn't
Wow.
dislike her then.
You've been rude since the beginning.
Well,
I mean that
yeah.
might be true, but also anyway, sorry.
But not just to you. In all
Anyway.
fairness,
I mean, honestly, it is a list.
no, I do remember that show because I think I had just started going back to show, and like I had seen Casey. They hadn't been. There weren't even the Brawlers yet, or at least not at that point.
No.
And then I know he was the one who got his hair cut.
Yes, he got bald.
At the Brutus thing. So yeah.
Yep.
How many matches did you ref that night? Do you remember?
I only had one. It was kind of like my tryout day.
Okay.
I did
Okay.
I don't even remember. I just remember it was Joey Hyder's match.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'm sorry. No,
Yeah, no, but it was easy. But that's before I get in trouble. That was all thanks to Coach Marvel. Thank you, Coach, for all the opportunities you've given me. Because sometimes I forget to thank my coaches. I only thank myself.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. That fits.
Fair.
Oh.
It's all about me.
That's what we've come to understand, and that's okay. So you make your, I don't know what you consider your official debut, because there was like your hybrid debut. Did you have like, okay, like for instance, I know like, you know, the other Cholas with you had some matches at United and some stuff before, like they came out at hybrid and stuff. Did you have matches before your hybrid debut against Izzy, or was that really your first like match at a show?
No, that was my actual first match at a show.
Okay.
Okay.
Coincidentally, that was the day you became enemies with the Wrestlecast.
Yay!
Yeah, that. I mean, that was the origin of it. Yeah.
And I've told you the story a few times. I think I've shared this on the podcast, but just so everyone understands why, over the summer when we were going to shows, we met Izzy, met her parents. You know, we as wrestling fans who have been watching wrestling forever, we remembered her from the stuff that happened in NXT. We thought that was cool, and then, you know, she was training. So she has her first match at Mission Pro, and then we find out at the hybrid show, like the next month, you're having your debut match against each other.
Yeah.
Now, we had bought Izzy gear and stuff, and we had a shirt, so we wore it to the hybrid show. Tommy, I don't remember. How did that first match end?
Oh, the first match between her and Izzy. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh, how did that end?
We don't have to talk about that.
No, we should, because no,
it wasn't important. I don't think
it's right here.
It's
right here. How did that match end?
I don't remember. But we can move on.
It's on the
well,
tip of my tongue.
After that match, I don't remember. Just tap it out.
Okay, yeah, you know what?
Yeah. They're so funny.
See, now, you know, you said, you know, Tessa Blanchard may not even remember helping you bum. I don't know if you remember this, because I feel like you may have been, you know, mean to so many people, but I speaking for myself, was legitimately like walking towards you to be like, hey, I know you used to be a ref. It was your first match. You know, congratulations, you did well. And I get, don't come toward me with that Izzy shirt. I see that shirt. Don't come over here. And I was like, whoa, all right. Guess I'm not going to be nice. And for me, that's pretty much where it started.
Well, yeah, you were wearing an Izzy shirt on my debut. That's disrespectful. Did you want me to be nice?
Did you have a shirt
you didn't
available?
Have a shirt yet.
You could wear any other shirt. There were so many wrestlers that day. And you wore an Izzy shirt.
I did. Wait, had your name come out by that point?
What does that mean?
Maybe it did. Well, You didn't ref the same
Yeah,
name
you
you
had a
wrestled
different
with.
name as a ref. You did.
Yeah, but nobody remembers that name. And if you do,
I honestly
that's
can't.
crazy.
I honestly can't anymore because like when they said your due date, I was like, oh, that's different. But now I can't remember because I used to know your ref name. Now I can't remember that anymore.
No, it's
Yeah, so
No one.
all right. Well, we won't share things, but
Like one person that remembers it. But I will never say it again.
damn it! Now I'm like determined to remember what it was.
We'll see if we can find it.
wait, you didn't have a medical center street name like all the other refs do?
I did. I had a.
Did you?
I don't know if I had a street name or
Okay.
like a restaurant name.
I never heard of them because the name that I believe is your real name is what I always heard you as the ref.
Yeah, you
don't know
see,
if you wanna
because
share
people
with
never
people.
called me by my ref name, so I just gave up
Okay.
and then used my,
Okay.
real name.
And then there's the funny story of when you did get chosen for Mission Pro, and that first initial one, they did have your actual name and not your
That
wrestling
was
name.
terrible.
It got changed. It got fixed.
Yeah, I
I
had
know.
to freaking.
Did I mention that? Man, did I help you?
I think you did help her actually. I think you
Oh.
messaged Mission Pro and told them that.
Well, I messaged everybody. I emailed. I called. I needed that changed ASAP. So disrespectful. But it's not gonna
a
happen
little
again.
bit. But we're friends with some of the people. That might have been why. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
good.
Kind of. But okay, so you debut in September 23,
It was
2023,
August.
pretty much. Was it August? Was it after the Mission Pro
Yes.
one? The
It
same
was,
month?
it was.
Okay,
It was
I
after. It was
apologize.
after.
I thought it was the next month. I apologize.
Do your homework
August.
right.
I'm sorry. What were your grades?
Oh,
None of your business. None of your business. You cannot use
All right,
that
all right,
against me.
We'll be.
you'd be
I'm
surprised.
sorry. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
But we will admit this. Within what basically been 7, not obviously not a full year, like 7, 8
7
months.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've gotten booked at Mission Pro, RCW, WAW out in
Waco.
Waco. What was the one you got? Or Reality of Wrestling. Yeah, out in Texas City, Texas. You said.
Yeah.
Weren't you at UWW too? Weren't we there?
I did UWW.
Right,
Oh
UWW.
yeah. Where UWW?
Well, and here's why I remember that. I remember that specifically because, like, oh, she got booked here already. We will never live this down. So yeah,
yes, that's true.
And see, right, that evil laugh.
Although,
it's like, oh, she's already booked here. We're not going to hear the end of this anytime soon.
Although, Callie, you know what else UWW was the start of?
What?
The thumb picture.
It was the start of the thumb
It's
picture.
terrible. It's a stupid picture.
Mike, I don't know if you saw it, but my picture with her, I took it because I was more the part that she was.
I'm close to
in all
punching you every
fairness, she
time,
is.
Tommy.
Yeah. I think that's true.
It's her, Lance Hoyt. Who else am I adding to this list? I got to keep my eyes.
Jeff Jarrett, Bobby Fish.
Jeff Jarrett. We're Bobby Fish. We're kind of better. The picture we took with Jeff Jarrett. That's guitar. That's different.
I wish he would hit you with the guitar.
Give it a couple of years.
Wait. Okay. Callie, you said, I just mentioned that picture, and I just realized in this, I'm going to have to share this with the crowd because I did not make this. The guy who runs Countdown City Geeks, after the show from UWW, we were talking about it. He made this. and that was made from the UWW show picture. And I'm not going to lie, that look in your eyes seems like I betrayed you.
I have a very serious question. Mike, in that picture, was that an Izzy bracelet you were wearing?
It might be. I mean,
you two are the most disrespectful people I have ever met in my life. I hope you know that.
We'll say
and that's an ugly bracelet. Are you proud to wear that?
Oh, sorry.
That's embarrassing.
You really had this on.
That is so sad. Wearing an Izzy Moreno bracelet, really? That says a lot about you as a human being.
Whoa.
says I'm a good person. And if you want a spicy friendship bracelet, that sounds weird. I'll wear it in private.
I don't want to be your friend.
Wow.
Man, again, if I had a nickel.
You look like you need a nickel.
I thought things were going really well, but okay. That's
Well, we did
cool.
break up that she does have a feud with us going on. That's kind of where this segued into. So.
You know, there's such a thin line between feud and besties. I mean,
Oh,
what is it
whatever.
I
really?
mean, to be fair, with the friends I have, that's actually an extremely true statement. I have a friend who makes fun of me every time I see her, and I would fight for her if I had to. So yeah, it's actually a true statement.
I guess in that scenario.
We would fight little kids for you, but that's probably just because they'd be about the same height for
Yeah.
you. So
You're so funny.
okay, all right, that's it. We're done with that.
I wouldn't
Fine.
need your help.
Okay, that might be true though. Actually,
Actually,
you are pretty vicious. I will give you that.
You.
Yes. So, actually, now that kind of get into your career a bit, because I will, all jokes aside, give you your props. RCW Rumble Royale.
was,
You were the Iron Woman of
you are,
the
you
Rumble.
are absolutely. I'll give you a person.
Y'all came out, and I think we figured out it was what 48 minutes or something like
It was
that, or almost 50.
34 minutes and 31 seconds, something
Oh,
like
Oh,
that.
okay.
oh, okay. I thought it was a little bit longer. Oh,
There was only 20 minutes.
come on, a real wrestler would have gone with it.
I don't lie like you.
But you were well, okay. Well,
I'm an honest, humble human
should.
being.
Yes. Go,
Yeah.
keep
No,
going.
but
Keep going. Keep
I'll
going.
just say you. Yeah, I mean, you were the Iron Woman. You came out early. You lasted for quite a long time. What was that like? Like, I can't imagine Rumbles. Like, I mean, there's just people constantly coming in, getting thrown
Yeah,
out.
especially since the Royal Rumble was your first event going to live, and now you were actually in one, even if it's on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Rumble was, I think I underestimated the Rumble. Like, it looks so easy on TV. And then when I saw that I was number 2, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think, like, oh, if I really want to win this thing, I have to wait till all 20 women are in the ring. That didn't hit me till, like, person number 6 came in. And I was like, whoa, we're still in the one
That
digit.
single digit.
Oh my gosh. But it was also like so much fun because I've been watching indie wrestling for like a while, and I am a
Yeah.
big fan of a lot of the girls that are on TV now where they're still on the indies. So like to be able to work with like Jasmine Allure, Danny B, even Katie Forbes, like it was
Yeah.
like I was fangirling in the middle of that ring, but at the same time I was trying to prove so much for myself because I'm not just another, you know, woman's wrestler. Like I'm here to really grow and be one of the best the world has ever seen. And it's very early for me and I'm still new and I have so much time, but the Rumble was like my one place and moment to prove myself to everyone who didn't know who I was, which was a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, y'all had a strategy. The odds in a certain way worked out for you and your friends, the other cholas.
Yes.
Kind of came in around the same time. Now, y'all were the first two, so it started a little bit at the beginning, but then, once other people started coming in,
We have to be smart.
y'all were able to, you had to team up a bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, when it was me and Ridley in the ring first, you know, I thought we were gonna just stick around and wait for the third person to come in, but she wanted to shove me. And I am just tired of these girls shoving me. So I had to do something about it. Like I'm the leader, know your place. So, you know, we did scrap a little bit and then we became friends. And then the other cholas came in. We took over that ring for a good while.
That's
Okay.
true.
Yes.
That's true.
We could have kept going. Key ruined it for all of us. But it's okay. You know, you have to remember the cholas were still new. They're still growing, you know, but if it's the next Rumble Royale, I said Royal Rumble. The next
Yeah.
Rumble,
I mean,
like the girls are gonna be a lot smarter, a lot more experienced. Next time we are all in a Rumble together, it's gonna be a completely different story. Because we're not gonna be the rookies, the new girls. We're gonna be
yeah.
better experienced.
That's fair.
Yeah. So at this Rumble Royale, y'all were there at the beginning.
Hmm.
Next year, y'all might be there at the end. But then, what happens when it's four cholas left in the ring for that Rumble Royale win?
Well, I mean, I am the leader for a reason. If anyone's gonna win, it's gonna be me. So,
Okay,
the
so
girls would
Okay.
do
either have to kindly get out of the ring themselves, or I would do it for them.
okay,
Okay.
fair. Do they know you're the leader?
Yes, duh.
Just a,
Do you not
just
see?
a question. I'm
So
just asking. Okay.
so this isn't a foursome of the cholas. This is Kalientita and the
Yes,
cholas.
that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
I just didn't know if they knew that. Okay,
Interesting.
I didn't know if they were told.
They
Okay.
are very aware, Tommy. Don't
I
you
did.
go stirring the pot.
I did what bot? I didn't stir anything. I was wondering if they knew because I wasn't sure they were told.
Okay.
Just asking.
Well, they know.
All right. So also recently, at an RCW show, you were not the last RCW show, not St. Patty's Day,
Hmm.
the one before that. You were in a six-woman tag, with London Du Jour and Arcade
Okay, yeah.
Ash. Sorry, I always mess that up. Yeah. Against Emmy, Shiva, and good friend of the Wrestlecast, Denise Day. Um, at that show, y'all won. Y'all said fair and square. I feel like there was maybe a title that went flying at Emmy's face.
I
I might have to go watch the replay.
I don't recall.
That no.
No, that's really weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you saw.
I mean, do you remember holding the Phoenix title at any point during that match?
Like, I think, like, I was trying to put it back on the table because Emmy grabbed it or something. It was something like that.
Did you maybe mistake Emmy's face for a table? That sounds weird. I don't know.
No, I don't know what. You guys are crazy.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know where you
But
were.
We were there watching. That's
You saw something else,
well,
Tommy.
okay.
I don't know what to tell you. Those
So we may
glasses
agree to
aren't working.
disagree here. After that show, there was a bit of bullying. There's video evidence of this. Friend of the WrestleCast, Jason, has this recorded. There was a sign that I made, which was for the hybrid show the night before, and then for the RCW show the next night. It was pro Key, it was pro Gia, it was even pro Ridley. I think there was only maybe one person who it wasn't nice to.
Yeah.
Well, that sign at that time um, got separated into two pieces,
I saw that video.
It was a really
and that
funny
was
video.
you. Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I bet
I
you
just
did.
don't stand for bullying, you know what I mean? So I kind of had to shut that down. And it said Cali sucks, and I don't agree.
No, it did not say Cali sucks. Definitely didn't.
It said something about Cali
Um,
sucks.
it had a Taco Bell packet of mild sauce. And this you could kind of blame on your friends Knopf and X, because I watched that interview to see if you would bully them, and apparently you didn't, that's cool.
I bullied Knopf.
But I believe it was okay, maybe a little bit. I believe it was X who asked if they ever turn mild into mid and just take the L out, which was a great idea. And if you didn't notice on the sign, the L was a different color than the M, I, and D. Now you may not have noticed because you were ripping it in half.
Yes, I was.
And for what it's worth, on the other side, was a pro Denise Day sign with a very well drawn dream catcher.
It was a disgusting dream catcher. It looked like a 3-year-old drew it.
It was actually a very nice dream catcher.
So I was doing
a
I was
3-year-old
doing
who
her
you
a
were as
favor
tall as,
too.
by the way.
She doesn't need to see that. I was doing her a favor too.
She
I was
loved
gonna
that
say, I think
side, and
she
in fact,
enjoyed
She's a
that song.
liar.
she was ready to throw down with you. And the reason I know this was because I was behind her, like, yeah, beat up Callie. No, I wasn't hiding behind another
Yes,
person.
you were. Because I would have beat you up.
Okay, you know what? We don't. Well, yes, you've threatened me several times.
Yes, I do.
You say
fairly regularly.
everyone else you don't stand for bullying, yet you come out with 3 other people who are known for jumping people repeatedly.
No.
Yes.
No, they're there to be supportive and like be nice and make
No,
sure I don't get bullied because I'm
hold
always
on.
the victim. I'm always the victim. Yeah.
There is video evidence of them doing not even one, they're doing multiple jumpings. I mean, it's not even like a case of like, oh, that was an isolated incident. They have done it in numerous occasions.
No.
Yeah.
They're there to defend me. You know, sometimes people attack me and we have to defend ourselves.
I will even give you that little bit of grace that they're there to defend you. But they have sometimes done it completely unprovoked.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't think so, Tommy. I don't know what you're watching. It's just not at all.
Kind of enjoying this conversation.
I mean, you know, I'll just say narcissism is a hell of a drug. Anyway,
I don't take drugs.
You don't have to. Like I said, your narcissism just feeds into you right on your own. So.
Okay.
As you said, your Starbucks somehow made the narcissism point even stronger. I don't know how it did, but it made the point stronger the second you did that.
We'll agree to disagree with her at the moment. But also, as we continue your current streak of big matches that you've been having, as we record this, just under a month away, you have another MPW match. This time against your partner from RCW, London Dior. And Dior. As we've had to say from official Wrestlecast accounts, 2 of the top rising stars in Texas facing off. So y'all were partners not too long ago. Y'all got a win together. But now you're on opposite sides of the ring.
Yes, we do.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna face anyone at Mission Pro Mania, I'm kind of happy it's London Dior. I have been watching her since her debut because we did kind of start out at the beginning, and she's great. She's good. She's a strong girl. She's tall, and she's luxurious. Okay, she doesn't lie about that part. Yeah. But she's not hot. She's not spicy. And although we're kind of like at the same level, like rookie versus rookie, let me remind all of you that last Mission Pro show, I beat somebody who's been doing this for a few years. So I'm kind of like ahead of London Dior.
Okay. You did win at the last Mission Pro show. That is true. And in fact, Tommy had to call that on commentary.
I know, it's so hard to listen to.
It was so hard to watch.
You were such a liar.
No, I am not. I was professional because I was told to be. Believe you me, it wasn't easy.
He did have Thunder Rosa right next to him, so he was definitely on his best behavior.
Yeah, you have to be when you're watching a Cali match.
No, only when I was on commentary did I have to be. If I'd been in the crowd, you'd have got it just like you always do.
All right, children, come on. All right, let's keep
it
civil.
She started it.
I didn't start anything.
Whatever.
Are we good?
Oh, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Y'all also caused me to lose my train of thought.
You're talking about the...
So I had a question in there somewhere. but I'm sure I'll
We were
figure
talking
it
about the
out
match he
again.
had at Mission Pro and me on commentary. So
No,
yeah,
yeah.
but
And you got this one
yeah,
coming up. It's cool.
yeah. But arguably, like
Um,
that doesn't work. I'm the youngest sibling. I have been training for this my entire life, and to this day, I still train. So
Whoa,
yeah,
that says a lot.
it does, doesn't it? It's also why I don't
Yeah.
shut up. My siblings have tried for years. They didn't do it either, and I got beat up a lot.
Okay. Here at the Wrestlecast, we subscribe to the multiverse of Texas wrestling. And basically, we understand that you guys go to different shows at different promotions, and sometimes you were different people at these different shows. For instance, good friends of yours, Stud Stash and Rob Love, Texas Kingdom, River City Kingdom. Sometimes at Hyrbid, they're mostly faces like that. United 210, they're hero
Yes,
gods,
they are.
heroes of the South Side. And then in an RCW show, they're heels, and then they're just bad guys. And Rob's using someone's chain to hit people at this last show. I don't know. Now, in that same multiverse, you recently had uh, a match of reality wrestling with Maya World, who is still undefeated in Mission Pro. Uh, from what I understand, it may not have aired yet
Yes.
on a reality of wrestling TV show, so we won't share results so people can go watch that.
Yeah.
But I do know that in this multiverse of DFW All Pro, London actually turned on Maya and beat her for a belt up there. Yeah. Does that worry you though, knowing that she was able to get over on someone who now has gold at Mission Pro herself in Maya World?
Mm, I wouldn't say if it worries me, just because you also have to keep in mind London and Maya literally train and work together for like a really
That's
long
fair.
time to where London was able
Fair
to
enough.
get up on Maya and get her number. But London doesn't really know how I train or what I do. So it's not going to be the same thing. She's not going to know, she doesn't know my tricks or my stuff really that I do because there's a lot I haven't done. There's a lot I keep in my back pocket for the big shows. So I'm not really worried. I love London, but I'm the one who needs to take home that win.
Okay. We
Okay.
did tell her about Taki, so be careful. She might try to distract you.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, all right. Um, do you have how many other shows, or what else do you have coming up between now and the Mission Pro Mania on April 20th?
So far, I think the only show is Hybrid Mania 4,
Right.
which still hasn't been announced what I'm going to do, but keep an eye out
Sure.
because they're going to
Right.
announce it soon. But so far, I think that's the only thing I have right now.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
And so, since we're getting close to the end, I'll go ahead and ask, where's your dream place to wrestle, or who is your dream opponent?
Oh, dang. My dream place was Reality of Wrestling. So it's
Oh,
freaking
well, there you
crazy
go.
that I did get it.
Yeah, within a
Um,
year, that's insane.
Under a year, yeah. My dream opponent, I don't care to Roxy. Roxanne, you see the shirt. She's my dream opponent.
Yeah,
I want to
Nice.
wrestle her so bad. But if we're if we're talking like indie wise, I do really want to wrestle Brittany Brooks at some point. I've been having my eye out on her for a little bit.
she's really good. Yeah.
Or I like Mighty Myra, Highin. Those are some people I would like to wrestle in the future, indie wise. And for promotions other than Row, I feel like I'm not sure. I can't think of any in the moment, but I know there's many I want to
Okay,
work for.
Okay.
that's fair. Just if you wrestle high and be careful, she can kick
Yeah,
a person's head off their shoulder. So I'll be fair and say wrestling her. Yeah, that
But
be careful.
I believe it.
Yeah. Mike Reese. Am I frozen or Mike frozen?
I think Mike is frozen.
Oh wow, that's rare. Usually I freeze and he doesn't.
Mike, pay your Wi-Fi bill.
Dang it, she beat me by 1 second with that joke. I was literally about to say the exact same damn
Because
thing.
you're not so clever, Tommy.
I'm clever-ish. I mean, I'm clever when I write, but then again, I get to edit after that. That's a good point. Never mind. I kind of disproved my own joke.
Yeah, you did.
Crap! Why are you getting me in this interview?
I don't know.
I thought I was better prepared for you than this. I was not.
I wasn't prepared for Mike to freeze either. He's
yeah,
gone.
Don't worry. We have an editor who.
Mike.
He's gonna come back. We have an editor who. Mike, it's just me and her. Please come back, please. Oh God,
Please,
this is.
I don't
like
ever want to be left alone with Tommy ever.
What? I'm not that terrible. All the time. All the time. I said all the time.
Okay, and most of the time though.
Okay, that's fair too.
Like 3/4 of the time.
I mean, you haven't heard me go off on a tangent about anime yet, so you haven't experienced how bad I can be.
Ooh, I would pass away.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm not an anime fan, and to hear you talk about something I don't like, oh my gosh. That'd be really bad.
Mike, where'd you go? Please come back soon.
Pay your friend's bills.
I got bills to pay too. What am I paying everybody else's bills for?
So you could do this interview. It's your joint account.
I know, but I'm not paying. Okay, you know what? I got my own bills to worry about. There you go. Pay my own bill. Jeez Louise.
Your friend can't.
Oh, wow, he must have really had some issues because he has not logged back in yet. Because usually it doesn't take this long.
Uh-oh.
No.
Do you have your number?
Yeah, I do. I messaged him. I can text him too. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's trying to come. Okay, he's trying to come back in right now. So it's just taking him a minute.
That's kind of embarrassing.
A little bit, but we've had technical problems before, but usually it's on my end. It's extremely rare that he's the one with technical difficulties.
I gave him bad juju.
Oh, I think he said he thinks his internet went out. He's gonna check it. So
tell him to check that bill. Oh.
Well, and it depends depending on the area. Sometimes that can just happen. He's asking probably.
Is he from the east side?
Actually, no, he's on my side. That's actually a really. That's like he's on. We're off 1604 in Marbox. He's on this side of town. East side. That's actually a really good question. My dad's from the east side. That's why I say that. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my dad grew up like not even that far from Martin Luther King. Like he lived in that area.
Okay, that area is a little bit scary.
Yeah. Okay, he's resetting his internet now. His internet now. But yeah, no. My dad grew up like dead in the middle of the east side. Like I think he was there. I think even before St. Phillips went up. Like He was. Yeah. My dad's old, so.
I believe it. You look about 50.
I'm 35. I'm 35. You jerk. Now that being said,
me, Tommy. Blame it on the jeans.
Now that I have great genes, thank you very much. My parents look fantastic. Thank you very much.
Do they look younger than you?
Do they look? Well, my mom does. My mom looks younger than all of us. Everyone thinks that my mom is all of my siblings' sister. So.
Oh wow.
My dad. The only reason you can tell he's older is because he has gray hair and his hair is thinning. His hair is thinning more than mine is. That I get it from him. So. But my mom, everyone thinks is our sister. They always ask him whenever she's with my sisters. They ask her if they're like that's. They say like that's our mom. And they're like, oh my god. So, yeah.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So I have great genes. My dad has good genes too.
I'm sure. They didn't pass it down to you though.
Where's Mike? Yeah, but
Where's Mike?
Yeah. Well, because he grew up here. My mom's from she's from DFW. She's from Fort Worth.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it over there.
Yeah. I actually like going up to like VIP and stuff when I can make it. Only problem is the drive. Is like I've told Lou, like I would make it to more shows if I actually lived closer. If I think about it, I actually lived in Austin, I'd probably go to more of their shows. But it
Austin
just
shows they take like an hour to get to.
yeah. I used to go to Austin like all the time when Anarchy was running, but when COVID hit and they shut down, then I didn't go to shows really as much in Austin anymore. Which Biss, who runs Inspire, gets mad at me about because he still runs Inspire, and I haven't been to an Inspire show in probably like 5 years, and he gotta keep moving on. So
yeah, I guess that kind of works.
yeah, I mean that's also kind of how I approach whenever I write something. It's like, yeah, this could be good, this could not be good, but I'll like it, so that's what matters.
You'll like it. That's good.
Yeah. Well usually I followed this one author. I forget who said it. Like the one that she said was always write what you want to write and never try to go with whatever trend is currently popular because chances are that could fade anyway. So always write what you want to write and the story will be better.
I like that.
Yeah. That being said, I still want to write a vampire story because I really do hate Twilight. But
I love Twilight. How dare you? That is my childhood.
your childhood needed to be better.
No. Were you
Twilight
Team
was
Edward
the
or Team
worst thing
Jacob?
ever. And I'm not even mad at the actors. The actors did the best they could with what they were given.
They did amazing.
They did amazing
Ask
with what
anyone
they
my
were
age.
given.
Ask anyone my age. We love Twilight.
The actors were fine. The story was trash. That's what I'm saying.
Just like Mike. Yeah.
So my internet just literally decided to go out.
That's what I figured happened because like you just stopped all of a
Because
sudden.
you guys froze to me, but then it was
Oh.
like not connected, and it says we're still recording. So I don't
Yeah,
know if
I
we
did-
recorded y'all's whole conversation
It-
talking about how I'm the coolest and such.
yeah, that's what I was saying the whole time.
I
She
assume
wouldn't listen.
so.
Yeah.
I said you didn't pay your bills.
Well,
She
okay.
said
You
that
know
about
what?
3 times.
In all
It's-
fairness, teachers do not get paid enough.
That's also true. About
And
Breaking Bad.
so
Um,
I once this is over, we'll take a look at this and see what happens. And
Oh,
by the
Oh,
way,
look,
did
Mike.
you guys become best friends in that few minutes
no.
there?
no, because I told her I don't like Twilight, and that
And
made
I
her
love
mad.
Twilight. We were
So-
doing so good up until he said that.
Oh, okay.
In my defense, though, I said I defended the actors because I have revised my opinion in recent years. The actors did great with what they were given. They just had to get a job. That's fair.
That's
what I said was the story itself is garbage.
The story is the best part.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It
I
absolutely
love Bella
is
and
not.
Edward and
Hold
the
on,
Jacob love
y'all go ahead,
triangle.
guys. Obviously, this is a debate y'all guys need to continue.
I'm just saying. Okay,
Oh,
so
he's gone.
he'll be right back. Sometimes this happens. Okay, I'm just saying the triangle almost made sense.
It made so much sense.
It.
Wasn't he like 15?
Say what?
Wasn't Jacob's character like 15? Oh,
Yeah, Jacob was 15. Okay, don't even get. Okay, I'm gonna let the whole how old Edward is part of this slide for now because it's a vampire
he's
story.
like
That
100.
that's what I'm saying. That I'll almost give that a pass, but it's like almost everything else about that triangle was just not good.
You're crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I have not read the books or seen the movies. So correct me if I'm wrong, but did a teenager not imprint on a baby that like somehow makes them connected?
I hadn't even gotten to that yet, but yes, that did happen.
That's where I got confused. By like the fourth movie, I think that's like the third or fourth.
That's the
fourth.
That's the fourth.
Whenever the baby came along, that's when I stopped watching.
Okay. So full disclosure as to why I even know anything about this, my ex read the books out of curiosity and made me go see the movies with her.
Nice.
Yeah. But we had already broken up by the time like the fourth or fifth movie came out, I think. So I listened like for the first 3 more or less. But then I think
Yeah.
I saw them later out of pure curiosity of how bad this got, and I was confirmed this was as terrible as I thought
Okay,
it was.
it got
So,
really bad, but the first few were good.
okay, you know what? I will give you this. It really felt like they were going somewhere around the second, third book that they really had a shot of really making it something. And then they completely crashed it by the end of the story and like completely ruined everything.
Just to let you know, Callie, if you want to get Tommy really passionate, talk about stories and books like this, he will
Yeah, that she does
he will get way into it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't read books, but I watch movies.
I believe you.
But look, in your defense, I'm an avid movie watcher too. I have a gigantic collection of movies, and you can and I feel like a good movie can tell a great story too. So I feel the same way because that's why even the movies I was like I almost said about the movies for Twilight. I was like, please don't follow the book. That's the one time in my life I've ever said that. I was like, please don't follow the book, and they did, and I was like, you idiots, you idiots, you had it and you lost it.
On a side note, if y'all want a slightly better Kristen Stewart performance, Adventureland, also with Jesse Eisenberg and Ryan Reynolds. Pretty fun movie.
No, actually, she's a good actress. She really can act. It's just Twilight didn't show that.
I mean, I think it had a definitely specific audience in mind. So,
for the
anyways,
record, Mike, my counter has been showing us we've been recording the entire time.
Okay, I'll check the video once.
Yeah.
So there we go. And let's move it back over here. Okay.
So
yeah, we'll kind of finish this off. I do apologize. It wasn't personal.
Good. You didn't pay your bill. I understand.
I know. So once you make that big league WWE, AEW, whatever money, if you want to throw me a 20,
I'll think about it.
All right.
She's gonna specifically request shirts made that have our faces like X'd out on them.
Yeah.
If her shirt is just like, "Do not allow these people in your shows."
Tony Khan's like, wait.
That too.
It's like, wait. I've kind of heard a lot of people talk about these guys. They don't like them.
Okay, but hold on, Callie, because I'm gonna go behind the curtains a little bit. Every now and then, I send you encouraging messages. So one time, I sent you a message, and I said, in 20 years, when you're being inducted to RCW Honor, I hope that me and Tommy are still alive because we want to be there, booing you like we did from day one. And what was your response?
That you actually won't be booing me from there because I'll be getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. And you'll be all the way in nosebleeds to where I don't have to hear you.
To which I said, it's Tommy. You'll probably hear him.
And that would be the worst thing.
You're shaking your head because you... Can you imagine that? She's like up there trying to talk. I'm like, boo! Yes. She's like, how is that possible? How?
Look, let's manifest this for you. Okay, we're going to be on your side here for a moment. Roxanne is inducting you into the WWE Hall of Fame. Okay, 20, 25 years from now. You're on that stage. You're talking about the months you spent, those first few months in Hyrbid, just trying to get off the turf, but you knew from day one you were determined and you were going to fight through this, and you had this some glorious career, and just just out of the corner, you just barely hear a slightly audible boo.
That would be the worst day of my life.
Okay. Are we that horrible that you're getting inducted to the Hall of Fame and us being there is the worst day for you? I'm a little hurt by that. I can lie.
I'm not. That's hilarious.
That's the point.
I love it. She made the highest of highs. She knows we're there, and suddenly she just plummets to the rock.
I mean, at that point, that means your name is synonymous with Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker and Lita and Trish and by that time probably Bailey and Charlotte and all the horsewomen. And we're gonna ruin that for you?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
Yes,
that's fair.
I don't care where the Hall of Fame will take place. If she's going in, I'm flying to that city.
Wait.
I'm going.
Tommy, how are they going to get our 2 wheelchairs up there? We're going to be like
Oh yeah.
Eddie
I don't
Murray and
care.
we're going to be
I
like
don't
Eddie
care.
Murray and Martin Lawrence in Life.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. And I want all that to happen. We will demand. We will demand senior
I'm gonna make sure
citizen
we do a
access.
fan check.
No,
See these 2 ugly old guys? Don't let them in.
no, Mike. We'll get closer because we have wheelchairs. They can't put us up there because we'll be in wheelchairs. They'll have to put us lower. We'll be even closer, and I'll be even louder.
No.
It'll be her worst day ever. It will be the greatest day of my entire life.
No, Tommy, that's not happening. You're not gonna do that.
You're going in the
No.
Hall of Fame, and I can't wait. I'll
But
be
look,
there.
by that, think of it this way: by that time, we might be old and need assistance, and you can make our helpers put our Cali shirt on, our WWE brand Cali Hall of Fame shirts, and you know what are you gonna do?
That'll work out.
Oh man,
Tommy, you got anything else?
no, I'm good because now I'm just waiting for that day. May the good
Which
Lord
will
allow me
happen.
to see it. May the good Lord allow me to live to see it. Yes, Jesus.
We'll see.
I don't
I'm
want
a
to be
name and
morbid.
declare
I don't want to be morbid, but you literally like pass away the next day. That's all you were waiting
Oh,
for.
wow.
No,
Oh my God.
honestly, wouldn't care. Yes, I'd be laying in my deathbed. All right, Jesus.
I'm sorry, Kelly. We have that sense of humor with each other sometimes.
I wouldn't even be mad, bro. I'd be going to be St. Peter and be like, "What's up, dude? Man, I had a good life, bro. I'm ready to get on up in here. We good, bro."
Oh my God.
Okay. So, Callie, thank you for joining us.
Indeed.
You have had a very impressive, still continuing rookie year. You are doing great things. Still haven't pinned or tapped out Izzy at a hybrid show, but
No.
you beat her
What?
partner in a tag match. So you did that.
I beat her in a tag match. Yes, I
You
did.
beat David Kidd in a tag match.
Technically, you pinned David Kidd.
Which is a lot better than Izzy.
Okay. You did need your coach to help you out. But y'all did win.
She had nothing for that.
All right. You have been doing really wonderful.
Thank
You're
you.
doing really good things. And as long as you're not facing anyone we are really good friends with, we wish you good luck in your future matches.
Thank you.
Although, even with London, I told you we had her on the show Wednesday. She said the match that inspired her was Shawn versus Taker, WrestleMania 25.
Yeah.
Which is my all-time favorite match. So,
Yeah.
that kind of. So.
Well, my match was Sasha Banks versus Charlotte versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 32.
We were there too.
We were there for that too. Yeah. So.
All right.
That's actually and also really.
And you know what?
That's also
You know what, Tommy? Lita brought out the new title for that one.
She did. That's right. Yeah.
That whole women's era. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Definitely that was good.
Yeah. That was a good era to really start becoming a fan in because those four were certainly bringing it every single time they got in the ring for sure.
Oh yeah.
And the other problem with our interviews is if you let us, we'll just keep talking and it won't end. So,
yeah.
Thank you for your time. We really do appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
I feel like our friendship will continue the way it is for a while, but I think that's best for everyone involved.
I think so too.
Yeah. So thank you again.
I don't think we should really.
For those of you who have gotten this far, you will notice that this is not the image we use on the thumbnail. We used an actual picture and a nice picture. But I did want to share this before we go because I made a special one just for Callie.
Wait.
But that is not the one we use on the YouTube.
That
interview.
better not be the one you use, or I will report you myself.
I believe.
So, no. I just thought of something. When she goes in the Hall of Fame, Mike, you got to take a picture from this.
No.
As she's giving her speech.
I need to get like the nurse to help me. Like,
that is crazy.
No. Oh, look, I'm trying to hold it. It won't be any better. Mike, hurry up.
Won't be able to use my arm for the rest of the day now. Worth it.
You guys are crazy.
We are. But we appreciate you, Callie. Thank you for coming on.
Yes,
we do
we do.
enjoy it. And we enjoy the repartee too. It's fun. So thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. So that is the spicy one, Kalientita. Thanks for joining us. As always, I got my partner in crime, Tommy.
Thanks,
And
everybody.
I am Big Mike, guys. Thank y'all for joining us. Bye-bye.